Greetings, my friends. Hi, this is Leo, and I want to welcome you to this topic. I want to talk about how to create consistent content to attract leads, mainly surrounding the home-based business, small businesses out there. Um, so, how to create consistent content to attract leads? First of all, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Leo. Some of you may be on my email list. Some of you may be part of my page, business page. You can contact me or reach out to me or connect with me on Facebook, Leo Callejas 2, um, or mainly post my trainings on my business page, Online Marketing with Leo, or you can just search Leo M. Callejas, right? But if you connect with me on my personal profile, you should be able to see my business page for more training if you like this type of trainings that I'm doing. So, okay, let's get started. First of all, before we get started, I just want to make sure that for all of you that are there in suffering, right, but the hurricanes that we were having, if you're out there in Texas, prayers to you that hope you're doing okay, your family's doing okay, that your loved ones are fine. For those of you that are suffering Irma, hurricane in Florida, and I think it's extended to other states up north as well, Florida. That I hope all of you are doing okay as well. Um, I saw a um, live video today of somebody that I'm connected with Facebook. Talked to him a few times that his son, 17 years old, passed away in an accident due to rains. This was in northern Colorado, North Carolina. Um, so um, prayers to my friend's family. Um, in the other side, my aunt and my sister moms and my grandmom, my mom's mother, they're out there in Florida. I'm thankful and grateful that their uh, spirit was high, right? That their faith was high, even they were, making fun of or having a good time, right? Was waiting for the storm, the hurricane, saying, so this is in Spanish. She posted a picture here eating a typical plate from Nicaragua, which, we are from there. That's where we come from. And she posted here, waiting for Irma, praying. And there's no other choice but eating a good chicharrón, right? Which is pork with some um, uh, coleslaw. It's not coleslaw, right? But it's made out of tomatoes, onions, um, and this is not a good quality picture, so it doesn't make justice for how good it is, right? And yuca. Um, so even all that was going on, they still were having good humor about some things and having a lot of love back to them. So I'm glad they're okay. I know this thing is still going, so I hope that all of you that are watching this, if you have been a victim, heart to you and your family, and hopefully you don't get affected by this. So what I want to talk about how to create consistent content to attract leads is mainly dedicated for those that actually wants to take it seriously about whatever you're doing with the business, with your business, either it be a home-based business because you do direct sales, affiliate marketing, home-made basket marketing, MLM, small business. And the reason why is because a lot of times I'm marketing I see out there, and even myself when I started, I would just post stuff, copy and paste from, what leaders could be doing within my company. I did MLM for a little bit, but actually what happens with that is that, especially if you do it on Facebook, right? Facebook will not show your stuff, and you'll notice that people actually run away from you. They don't want anything to do from you, and a lot of stuff. You don't blame them; they don't know, right? But at the same time, you're just being lazy, right? You just copy and paste stuff that other people are posting, without really getting to learn more about the content that you perhaps want to talk about. Um, because if you will posting stuff about what you want to talk about and become a professional, about it, you will go out and study and read more about it without someone having to push you. So either be because you have a product that you really like, right? If you are in health or wellness, you go out and read more about it. But let's go ahead and get started here. I got this from a great uh, network marketer trainer, right? If you want to know more about him, if you want to follow him, you can reach out to me. But that's what I do, right? I go out, research some of the topics that perhaps can be something that that my audience may like, and something that obviously has to do with what I like, which is social media marketing. Learn about marketing, um, and, and and those are the type of topics that I like to go out and find more about it, so that I can learn and pass it on to others, right? At the same time, obviously, I put practice on it, or try to put practice on it, because the best way that I learn is by actually going studying something, but actually putting it in practice as well. So, how do you create consistent content for your target market? When we talk about creating content, he says, we're talking about marketing. There are two categories for building any kind of business, right? Prospecting, which is active, meaning you going out and reaching out to people, like he says over here, you're reaching out to individual online or offline. It could be you basically going to Facebook, adding new friends, reaching out to those friends, or reaching out to friends that you're already connected to, excuse me, and sending personal messages, or calling them, or going to their house, whatever. Now to your cold market, people you don't know, and to your warm market, people you know. And then there is marketing, which is passive. It's you doing something you hope an unnamed individual reacts or responds to. For example, billboards, flyers, an ad that you put somewhere, a blog, like this video that I'm doing, right? Facebook status update, a Facebook Live, a YouTube video, a podcast, etc. Is you doing something you hope unnamed individuals reacts to or responds to. Now it all depends what type of stuff you are posting, right? You'll notice that what kind of uh, you notice what you notice if what you do it works or not. One, either because it could be that your content is not good because you're not really passionate about it. Two, could be that you don't have a large audience, right? Obviously you want to be, that's what it's called, networking, right? Because you want to be connected with people every day. You want to have your audience grow every day. If you have an email list, if you have a Facebook business page, a YouTube video, you want to make sure that it's growing every day, and not by harassing people, obviously. Um, and so that's second, right? So we say that if when there are a few things that you may see why you may be posting stuff and you say it's not working. Now keep in mind, this is not stuff that it just happened, you post something, somebody's going to buy from you. No, you're creating relationships, right? It's what's called networking. And so a couple things, either you are, like I say in the beginning, you are posting not the right content, right? Perhaps because you don't like what you're really posting about, you're not consistent about it. Number two, because you don't have a large audience. And number three, because your audience is the wrong one. You're connecting with the wrong people that is not interested about what you're talking about what you like to talk about. And sorry, I just recovering from a cold, and I'm still coughing over here. Um, Content for your target market. He goes into asking, you may want to, if you want to be creating content for your market, you may want to ask yourself, who is your target market, right? Who is it that you want to talk to? Some of that situation can be ask, going back and asking about yourself too, like what is it that I like to talk about? And if you don't want, if you have no idea what is it that you like to talk about, then you have to go back to the drawing board. That's what is in network marketing, home-based businesses, self-development is big because it's kind of you finding this, finding about yourself. And it's not like we never finish to finding about things about ourselves or learning about ourselves, right? We should be always evolutioning, uh, evolving. So ask yourself, who is your target market? Who are you trying to attract, right? You may be passionate about talking about something. Obviously, you want to be attracting the people that is gonna resonate with what you like to talk about, right? You don't want to be talking about basketball and attracting an audience that want nothing to do with basketball. You're not trying to attract the entire world because that's impossible. So if you put in stuff out there, I want to help the world with my product, with the opportunity. Um, you're basically doing a much harder for yourself. You are trying to position yourself as an authority in a particular niche market, trying to attract a perfect person. Now, and a lot of things can be interpreted over here. When you say particular niche market, sometimes it could be it depends how you take it. Like in the old days, it could be all about demographics, right? I want to attract working moms that this is just an example that wants to lose the ones who eat healthy because they are always busy and they type of that they have to take care of their family, and so they want to have meals on the go, right? Healthy meals on the go. But nowadays, also nowadays I see a lot of gurus, expert marketers out there talking about it, going more in depth into creating what is called an avatar, right? Like he says here, the perfect person. Like based on like if you want to talk about basketball, you can be talking about many type of people that likes basketball. People that are fans of basketball, people that are a fan of a specific team, people that are a fan of college basketball, right? But what if you talk to actually people that that see basketball as a way of them to achieving success in their life, right? There's actually now you're actually talking to a personality of people, right? People that are um, basically it will be those go-getters, like the ones that wants to go out and train so much more harder because obviously they want to make it to the professionals and become a star, right? Um, so there's difference there between um, talking to somebody just because they like basketball to actually creating this persona, this avatar about who is it that you're gonna talk about. And these are just example. Obviously, there could be so many topics um, you could be talking to. But again, if you are still struggling to finding what is it that you like to talk about, um, you perhaps want to take a step back and go back and figure out what is it that you want to talk about. Maybe along your journey, you've learned a little bit about real estate. This is an example that he's providing. Or maybe you are an existing realtor that does network marketing part time, or maybe you just want to attract realtors for whatever reason. Like in my example, one of the things I can do because I like to generate leads using social media, I could um, also go out and uh, um, tag specifically to realtors that would like to use social media as a way for them to generate leads, right? Especially Facebook ads, um, um, Instagram, um, Google, for example. So I would just ask myself, okay, what kind of problems do a realtor struggle with? And a lot of times, what I've seen obviously is realtors a lot of times they struggle with generating leads, right? The paying expenses side. They don't really know how to market themselves on social media, right? Um, they just don't really know how to use the Facebook ads platform, perhaps, and they just throw in money. So there could be many things, right? That you could come up with the list and actually build a list. Let's say if you would like to be talking about realtors, but then obviously in your case you will realize like if you are in a health and wellness company, you want to talk more about the products, you want to talk more about the opportunity. Um, in regards to the product, what specific type of group of people you you like to learn about it, about the product, that the good that it does, and you like to teach about it, right? So I don't know, it could be many things. It could be changing, um, joining forces against sugar, right? It could be um, joining forces against medication by actually consuming good nutritional products. It could be many things that you can write down the problems of those of the people you want to reach out to, or what kind of problem does and there's a blank line there so that you can put there your passion, um, and figure out the struggle of the people that you can help with what your passion is, right? And now this could be many things. It could be, you could have a passion for art, for pictures, for video, creating video, for video games. So how you align your expertise into something that has to do with your business. That's something that perhaps you may want to go out and research. Um, it's the people that are trying to lose weight. It goes into asking more questions, right, about the example. People that are baby boomers concerned about retirement, right? Like if you, for example, want to promote the opportunity or want to attract people in regards to the opportunity of the business. Is it network marketers, right? Network marketers could be like, what can you help network marketers with? They always, struggling with generating leads. They could be struggling with prospecting, recruiting, closing, right? You want to become an expert on one of those topics right there that I just mentioned, reference to network marketers. Or people that love scuba diving. Ask yourself, what kind of problems does the target market suffer with? And again, the target market is like I said, like we say, figure out your passion, what you're passionate to talk about, and then figure out, okay, from what I like to talk about, how can I help people with this, right? Um, and what kind of business can I create around that? If I'm into network marketing and I'm into a specific product, and you don't really like to talk about the product and learning about the product, then obviously you're in the wrong place. You love to consume the product, but you perhaps don't have a desire to learn more about it to help other people with that. So perhaps you want to find something else. Now, what kind of solutions can I offer, right? Do they have a desires? Do they have desires? What are the desires? You really want to talk to the emotional side. We buy mainly on emotionals more than um, in the intellectual part of it, or the common sense type of it, or what's the other word I'm looking for? Um, I can think of it right now, but right, but we buy based more on emotions. A lot of times when we buy shoes, how can you make sense, especially expensive shoes? How can you make sense of paying for that money? Um, and if you really come to think about it, you cannot really make sense about paying that much money for a pair of shoes. But there's the emotional side of it, right? It makes me feel good. Is the new style? Is the I'm gonna be the first one to have those pair of shoes, right? So it's all based on emotion, desires. What's good information that they will want to know, right? If you are passionate about the products into health and wellness, right? What kind of information can I learn that I can provide the people that I can teach to about them? What's associated information that they may want to know? When you are immersed in your profession and you're reading the trade magazines, you're paying attention to maybe other people that are teaching in this space, you're paying attention to the target market when you're tagged to a target market, you are learning new things, you should be able to come up with content on a consistent basis, right? When you are immersed in your profession, so for example, if I'm over here wanting to learn more about social media, I gotta, I'm, if I'm really immersed, I'm going out and paying to learn, or obviously digging into to find information about social media and what I can absorb from that, put it into practice perhaps, and go out and teach others, because there's always going to be people that are behind me, right? So this is what I mean by immerse. I like to teach you about social media, right? About Facebook advertising, about creating website, about autoresponders, right? How to generate leads um, for small business and home-based businesses. And so you're reading, that's why it says it. You're reading magazines, you're going out and paying attention to other people that may be ahead of you, right? That teaches this type of stuff. You're paying for courses, classes, you're paying attention to your target market, right? You're going out and reaching out to people, um, you could join groups, for example, Facebook, about, let's say, whatever it is that you want to, you know, whatever product you have that you can help people with. If you really want to focus on the health side, on the financial side, on the travel side, real estate side, uh, how many groups are there that are talking about specific somewhere around those topics, and you going in there and kind of being a fly in the wall, seeing the posts, the comments. Obviously, you can provide some value if you know about it, and people obviously will get to notice you. So that's what it means about paying attention to the target market. A lot of times, especially when we start in doing something, we're not really good marketers. We're just going out there and trying to push information into people, right? As opposed to paying attention, what is it that they really want? That what are their desires? You're learning new things. You should be able to come up with content on a consistent basis. And again, this is so easy to do. Like um, if I like about social media, I'm over there watching ads on Facebook, right? I'm going through my timeline, seeing ads, seeing what kind of ads I'm targeted to that can teach me something. I don't have to necessarily buy the product, but I can definitely just simply, so for example, Ty Lopez, it has social media classes. I can listen to him, listen to the way he talks, and then uh, absorb some of that and use it to um, you know learn how to become somebody that can talk like that, right? If I really like. Um, I can go into, for example, do some Googling about. So, for example, if I want to build an insurance agent's business page, I can Google information about it. I can read about it, try to put in practice, and then I can, if I'm having great success with it, go out and talk to others about it, right? Um, I can buy courses about it. If you are into health and wellness, go out and a lot of times you already have your company already usually have a blog about talking about health. If you are into health and wellness, or if you are into travel, talking about travel, how can you use that content to develop, create something yourself, not just copy and paste, right? Because um, that's just basically lazy marketer. Because obviously you want to add your personality in there. Like I'm over here, copy somebody else's, or not copy, but using somebody else's blog information, and how can I reuse that to make this video and add my own personality, my own knowledge. So I hope this helps, right? Again, if this information was helpful, go ahead and please like it, leave a comment if you have any questions or suggestions, or what else you would like to talk about. Share it, right? If you know somebody that may use this information, I'm gonna be posting this. Perhaps you may find this video on YouTube, um, but I'm also gonna be posting it here on my Facebook business page. Um, and yeah, looking forward to talking to you soon. All right, bye.